Hello everybody, my name is Elijah, and
I'm Troy Boy, and this is going to be something we've been putting off for about a week or so on this.
A very, very long time actually.
Yeah.
This is my homemade wine that I just made. It's made from black and red grapes, yeast and sugar. And it's been sitting, fermenting for about 4 months, and it is in one or two of these 4 glasses. This is a cheap wine that we got for $9.79 called Stonehill, Hermansburg brand, made in Missouri, dry red wine made also from grapes. We are going to be taste testing and comparing these two wines. We just gotta, I left the stickers on 2 of these wine glasses.
Can't really see too well.
This one has a sticker and this one does not.
Okay.
And each of us, whichever wine, and I wrote them down when I poured them, they're going to be, one of the wines is going to be in one of the glasses with a sticker, and the other wine is going to be in the other glass that does not have a sticker. So, what we're going to do is we are going to do a taste test and comparison with these 2 types of wines. So, bro,
yeah,
you want to go first, or you want me?
Well,
which one do you want to try?
It's your wine, man. You made the wine, you drink the cup. Let's try it.
Alright. I'm not sure which one this
I don't know.
is.
Ooh.
I believe
It smells very strong.
they both smell very, very fruity.
Yeah.
This one smells a little bit more. You ever heard of sulfites?
Sulfites.
Yeah. Like when you get a bottle of wine that's very, very dry, this one smells a lot more fruity.
I'm not really a wine person though, so.
This one smells a little bit more sulfurous. So my prediction, and I can't really make a prediction, can I?
It's homemade. You never know till you try it.
Well, I poured them, so I can't really make that prediction.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would either be intentionally wrong or right.
Yeah, true.
Because I know which one's which.
I'm predicting that this is
By smelling them, bro, which one do you think is which?
I'm thinking it's this one, because it definitely smells different.
Different?
Than this one.
Okay.
This has got a stronger scent, which...
They both smell very strong, like
very
fermented
strong.
grapes,
Alcohol.
and they definitely alcohol.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take a sip of the one in my right hand first.
Okay.
Very, very, very dry, kind of bitter, and that's pretty much all I'm getting from it. Is very, very dry. Like a bitter wine. Not very fruity, not very sweet. Let's try this one. Very fruity. Kind of sweet. Not very bitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of does have a hint of, like, it kind of tastes like a little bit of a pickly. So I'm thinking like a pickly. Like maybe I didn't quite get this jar completely clean. I'm thinking that this is this, and I don't know. Yeah, I left the stickers on it.
Okay.
So I got it written down in there, so I'm pretty sure.
Alright, well...
Give it a try, see what you think, bro.
I'm tempted, because I think this might give me heartburn.
And, I don't think I have heartburn from them, so I'm actually doing pretty good. They're kind of... This one here in particular is very bitter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like bittersweet kind of dinner
Not
wine
really
almost,
sweet.
right?
Not really sweet at all. It's very bitter.
Alright.
And that's the one without the sticker on it.
Well, I'll try the one with the sticker and see.
Okay.
Very sour.
Kind of sour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes sour. Has a hint of kind of...
It almost made me think of, like, maybe pickles. So maybe it's...
Yeah, it might be this one.
Might be this one.
Yeah.
Because it is in a pickle jar, and I know I washed these out thoroughly. and we're using these pickle jars because they're the only jars that are really big enough to hold the mead and everything. They're very...
This one smells really good.
Really?
Yeah, let me try it.
Give it a try. And none of them really taste very strong like alcohol either.
No, not really. Oh wow, that's good. That's good wine.
I just don't like it because it's... Which one was that?
That's the one without the sticker.
Without the sticker?
That's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
It's kind of a sweet, kind of bitter flavor. I can actually taste the grape in it, which is kind of rare with some of these bitter wines. A lot of them I've had don't really have a grape flavor to them. They kind of a plastic flavor.
Yeah.
For cheap wine, this is really good tasting.
So,
I'm not really much of a wine guy, but this actually tastes pretty good.
I'm going to tell you, when I poured them, the ones with the stickers are the ones that I poured my homemade wine into.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the ones without the stickers are the ones that I poured
From
the Stonehill into.
The Stonehill. Okay.
So,
yeah. It's not bad. I mean,
this one's not actually, for homemade, it's really not bad. 4 months of fermenting, a lot of yeast, a lot of sugar. I think it tastes a lot sweeter than the Stonehill, which is the cheap wine. And I mean, I think it passes for
decent quality wine.
Somewhat decent quality wine.
Yeah.
It's not actually that bad.
It's not horrible. The one that I said was sour was the one with the sticker. It has a sour taste.
That's this one. Got a sour, and I think it's because of the pickle juice.
I think so,
remaining little tiny bit of pickle juice.
Yeah.
But,
That's the only thing. I mean, honestly, it's really not that bad. I mean, and really in color.
And they're very close.
They
very
actually
close.
look almost...
This one's got a little more condensation on it.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit
it was probably a little bit colder.
Yeah, because I had just put that in the fridge.
Yeah. And you don't want to drink wine hot. You really want to drink it cold. And
I've tried hot wine.
The other thing is, remember I was saying, we really don't want to go anywhere with the wine bottle in the truck because if you get wine past about 75 to 80 degrees, it starts damaging. And when you damage it, it starts basically cooking it over 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And you will get kind of nasty taste, nasty flavors. And in order to keep that genuine, you really want to keep it cold.
Honestly,
Honestly,
though, you can see here, like we filtered this thing. I wish we would have filmed that.
Probably 2 or 3 times, but it was
just so thick.
We used to get the large particulate out of it. We used a sieve, a large sieve.
Yeah, a sieve.
And then we used the second couple times we used a coffee filter that's a reusable, washable coffee filter.
Yeah.
And then, did we do the paper filter or not?
We couldn't find the paper filter.
There's no real... There's a little bit of sediment in the bottom.
It's all that yeast in the bottom there still.
A little bit of yeast. That's why I poured it very slowly to try and make sure that none of that got into our drinks.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not poisonous or anything. It's not like...
well, it wasn't really the poison factor for me. It was just the heartburn factor. Every time I drink wine, I get
I'm actually comfortable with drinking both of these, either one or both of them.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're not bad, and actually, I kind of like the kind of soury kind of taste of that one.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
The sour taste kind of reminds me of cooking wine a little bit. I don't know if you've ever drank cooking wine before, but it has
cooking sherry.
Kind of has a sour taste to it. A tang.
Sour grapes. You know what that might be? That might also be the red grapes.
Yeah, the red grapes are sour.
Red and black grapes, and the red grapes definitely have that kind of soury.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which actually isn't bad. I actually really like sour stuff. This has got both of them have tannins in them, so if you drink too much,
you get a massive migraine.
You will get a
massive migraine. That's for sure.
I think I'll finish off these 2 glasses. That's not a problem, and then refrigerate these 2, and that is a lot of wine. That is almost a gallon of wine that I made there.
Almost, yeah.
And in this, we got this, so we got even more of an abundance of wine. Just be careful with it because it's got alcohol in it, and it will definitely mess you up. Yeah. If you get drunk off of wine, you're going to have a bad migraine.
Oh yeah.
Bad headache.
I think the worst one I was thinking about and almost bought was something called Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God.
I had second thoughts about it. It's like, I don't think you can go
I got some interesting stories about Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog 2020.
From back in the day.
I mean, I guess it's wine, but it doesn't really. I don't know. It's not. It wouldn't be the right setting for this. That's all I think about that.
No, this is just we wanted to do a taste test, homemade versus the cheap wine that I don't know how long they actually ferment this stuff. It doesn't really say.
I'll tell you that.
It says warm Missouri summers, carefully tendered vineyards and complex blend of skillfully selected red grape varieties, aging with oak. Oh, that's what I was tasting. That's why it doesn't have that sour taste. It's oak barrels. And then
it has a wood taste to it. But
contribute to this wonderful wine a fresh, fruity aroma. See, I don't get any of that. I get bitter from this. It's a bitter.
It reminds me of dinner wine.
Really whereas this one's a little bit sour. This one's really bitter. They're both really sweet. I mean, they're fruity. That one's more fruity than this one. You can really taste the grapes in it.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm not liking it.
That bitter flavor. The bitter flavor reminds me of kind of a burnt. I don't know why. It's slightly burnt for some reason.
It might be kind of they suggest that enjoy young with pizza, pasta, steaks, and burgers. Yeah, that'd be kind of good. Make some spaghetti or something and have it with it. Wine.
That'd be interesting.
That's way too much wine for us to drink.
There's no way. I mean, gosh, it's like a year's supply.
Oh my God!
Unless you're a guy that drinks a glass of wine every night, it might last you a couple months. But I
couldn't do that. It's just oh my God! But they are really good. And this one's the one I don't like, and that's that Stone Hill one. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Just because, you know what? We didn't let it breathe very long.
That's true.
Have to report it. We just kind of poured it and brought it in.
Yeah.
And this one I'm sure has already breathed plenty.
Yeah.
But this one I just opened it.
It has a very unique smell, though. Your homemade wine, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's
compared to this
very
sweet.
A very sweet smell, like a very grapey smell.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
And honestly, who knows what's actually in wine nowadays? I mean, they probably have chemicals, preservatives.
They try.
They try though.
They really try hard not to allow certain things in, but I do kind of get a sulfur kind of taste and aftertaste and smell from that.
Yeah, I just can't quite place that. It's really weird. You never know.
A lot of times, what can happen when you're brewing wine is if you brew it at too high of a temperature, like above 80 degrees, and it sits for very long. Usually you want to do it below 78 degrees, not too much colder, about 68 to 75 degrees, no higher. Because what happens is during that process, the yeast actually can turn other things into, and other things that are in it can turn into what are called sulfites, sulfur. And then you'll get a rotten egg or a sulfur kind of smell in your wine. I think I actually brewed this one pretty well, other than putting it in a pickle jar, which probably was a mistake. But like I say, these were the biggest jars that I had, and my mead pot is 2 gallons, and it's got a bubbler on top of it, so you can bubble out the CO2 that the yeast creates. But it is something that professional wineries may actually do, and there are ways of getting it out, but you're not going to get all of it out.
Is it making a noise?
It's cooling down, or it's heating up, because what happens is it'll expand, it'll pressurize.
Yeah, it made a hiss.
When you take it from a cold area, like the fridge, put it in a hot area,
it
expands.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, this one is also not as cold as that.
No.
But if you keep it in the fridge, you should probably last 3 to 4 days from what I hear.
3 to 4 days?
3 to 4 days for open bottles of wine.
Yeah, that's true. That's been out for a while, though, so about 2 weeks.
As far as this goes, if we bottled it and used a cork, it actually wouldn't
keep for a while.
It would keep for a while, up to a year possibly.
I still can't get past that pickle taste in this thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a sour, kind of funny pickle taste. Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind it too much.
I like it. Yeah.
I love the smell of it. It's sweet, really sweet smelling grapes.
That's a. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
like
just. It's like the sourness of it just.
it kind of.
It's like what?
It does kind of have that bitter, dry, but
Yeah.
it's an after.
Man, it's hot in here.
Taste.
Sorry, guys. I might be
Yeah,
sweating
we
a
got
little
the
bit.
AC on pretty high too.
I got the AC on and it's still hot in my house.
This is that. Oh, see, we were thinking about getting Cabernet too. And
Cabernet. Yeah. I
I
thought about
had
it.
a really
but-
hard time finding a wine up there that was actually made from grapes.
Yeah.
And we might, if we do another batch, we may either do blueberry or strawberry wine. And like I say, it takes
About 4 months. 4 or 5
about 4 months. You got to have yeast, you got to have sugar, and you got to have something that's 100%.
Yeah.
The
I noticed
actual.
yeast is kind of hard to come by these days
I
too.
have noticed that the stores have been sold out of yeast for a very, very long time.
It's so weird. Like I don't know why. I mean,
I
at
went
least
to
the toilet
Walmart.
paper's back.
I couldn't find any on the shelf at Walmart. I couldn't find any. Oh, and this is a different kind of yeast too. This is actually mead making yeast.
Mead making yeast. Okay.
It's not for making bread.
Yeah.
What the difference is, it'll have a higher content, higher alcohol yield, and it will have there's a couple differences. But if you use bread making yeast like you get at the grocery store,
Yeah.
it's not going to have as much alcohol in it. So it'll usually be a little bit sweeter because it's not going to ferment as much.
Yeah.
Um,
True. Yeah.
Whereas this is brewer's yeast that I used in this, and a whole bag of it. And then I also used yeast nutrient, which is actually sustenance for the yeast, so they'll continue brewing after all the sugar is already brewed out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that might be part of the kind of sour taste that you're sensing in it also. But
It might be. Yeah.
it's we'll try it without
bad.
that next time and see what it does. But definitely going to get on Amazon and get some more brewing yeast for the next batch.
Oh yeah.
And probably going to do something different other than pickle jars. I'll see if I can come up with a better, like another mead pot or something.
It's hard to pour with this thing. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But
I think we
it's,
should try blueberries or strawberries or.
I want to try strawberries next. I
You
think
know,
strawberries would be really good.
I don't know if you can do it or not, but it'd be interesting if we could try banana.
Banana would
wine.
be
That'd
really
an
good.
interesting one.
It might be.
It might be horrible. It might be the
It might
worst
be
thing
horrible.
we ever tried.
Um,
but
Then the other one that I wanted to try was nectarine, like
Nectarine.
citrus.
Oh,
See if
citrus,
that
yeah.
would be any good.
like oranges or mandarin or
But,
what was that?
This video is the result of about 4 months of
Yeah.
4 months of sitting and waiting and watching the bubbles in the little bubbler bubble out, and it stopped after about maybe 3 months and a week, and then we've had it for about 3 weeks here.
Yeah.
Just kind of letting it settle, filtered it, let it settle for about a week, and it's actually not that bad. It's very comparable to the stuff that you buy at the store at the liquor store. So, anyways, we also we got a couple questions on our comments that I wanted to kind of answer. It was one of them was. Okay, well, we can't find the comment for some reason, but I know it was on the backyard barbecue video that we did. Somebody had asked us what was the greatest thing basically the greatest thing that's happened in your life.
Yeah.
Name something, I mean, that's really great that happened in your life.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hard question.
It's
for
a
me to
very,
answer.
a very hard question. There've been a lot of bad things, but there've been so many good things that have happened in my life that really compare. But the thing is, to choose just one of them is next to near impossible. Just for the fact of the matter is that things, it's life.
I can think of something really good that happened. I mean, the incredible thing that happened is me moving here, and being part of the channel in more ways than I ever thought possible, and not only having my brother live near me, but being a part of something that is just incredible. I mean, this channel to me is one of the greatest things I've done in a while, and it's really helped me out a lot. It really was
a very good thing.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of ways it gives you a reassurance, you know,
Yeah.
of that you're doing something good, and that there's people out there like all of you guys that actually care, and that you know you're a part of something bigger than yourself, and gives you a feeling of kind of purpose and that kind of thing.
And another thing is too, since I got on board and we've been doing stuff together, the
A lot
channel's
of people,
grown.
and the channel
quite a
has
bit.
grown quite a
And
bit.
It's really cool to me. I mean, that's awesome. You guys doing
Take these
it.
and set them down.
It's chilling.
Closer to the floor, they're going to be a little colder too. So
Yeah, true. Just don't knock them over. Whatever you do.
yeah, the lids are on them. But
But yeah, I mean, to me, it's just incredible to actually, be a part of this and to expand with you guys.
And I really like having Troy Boy on board as well. I've got somebody that can go on paranormal investigations with me, that can come up with ideas and help me come up with ideas for better videos, and somebody that I can actually hang out with. We're neighbors now. So before, I had nobody really to hang out with, and all I was doing was going to work and coming back home, and I was falling into kind of I'm not going to say a depressive state, but a more antisocial state where the only people I was really hanging out with were the people that I worked with, and then that was only at work, and that's not very healthy. And us being bros, that's definitely, we get along like two peas in a pod, like we always have.
We're a great team.
We really are, and he's got a lot of ideas, like really great ideas for videos and stuff like that. And he runs them by me, and I'm like, let's try it, like. And then if I'm not too sure about an idea for a video, I'm like, hey, bro, what do you think? Should we do this? Should we do that? Do you think it'd be a good idea? Do you think our fans, our subscribers would like it? And that kind of stuff. And so, if it's something really horrible, he'll just be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Bro.
This might be kind of dangerous. We may not want to try this
one. And there have been a few of those. There really have been a few of those times. But or like, bro, we don't have the funding for this, and it's really not going to come back. If we do this, it's going to cost a lot of money. And I've done that to Troy Boy too a couple times. I admit, bro, this is really going to cost a lot of money. We need these props. We need this, that, the other thing. We can't really do it without them, or we need gas money to travel, or what have you.
I think
this is not going to work.
The most complicated one we did, I think, was the mannequin video. That was interesting. The mannequin.
I love that. I really do, and I admit that there was room for improvement in it. There really was, but it was for our first live action fictional sketch. Like a horror sketch, especially. The reactions that I had and the reaction that Troy Boy had, it was just us. There was Troy Boy. He was playing as the mannequin. He was in the suit. And
oh my god, it was hot though. I mean, I was sweating to death in that
coveralls. They were like overalls.
Yeah, coveralls and a motorcycle helmet and the mask.
It was in the middle of summer. It was probably June, July. No, it was October.
It was October. But we have weird
we have
weather
a weird
here.
heat spell in Kansas last year. It was just crazy. But it came together pretty well. There are a few points that I could have probably improved on, but especially in editing. But it actually was a really good video, and I actually liked it a lot.
Think about doing another one of those. It'd be really interesting.
Do like not a remake, but like a part 2.
Like a part 2,
That'd be kind of cool.
It's like, don't worry about that thing. It's just a mannequin. It's all good.
It's just a mannequin, bro. Don't worry about it. But bro, you know what happened last time.
What happened last time?
It was kind of rough, but as far as the best thing that ever happened to me, well, that would definitely be one of them, because now I'm not alone. I've got somebody here with me that really does care and really would help me out, and I can talk to and hang out with and barbecue with and socialize with and make videos with and that kind of thing. But I'm gonna, since he already said that one, I'm gonna say this one. I had always wanted a dog, a special kind of dog, since I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. And I had asked Mom for one multiple times. I'd asked my dad for one multiple times, and they said that basically this type of dog, this German Shepherd or a Siberian Husky, they were very high energy dogs, and they require a lot of maintenance, and they require a lot of action on their humans' behalf so that they don't tear things up, and if they're not taken care of and taken for walks, like long walks, and their energy is pinned up like that, then they can get destructive. And that actually is true. But we'd had several other different types of dogs throughout the time that basically I was a child to when, now. When I was probably around 30 years old, 29, 30 years old, finally, and just by mere strange coincidence, I ended up having a friend. Basically what happened was this dog, Sapphire, my pup, she had been wandering around our neighborhood, and I didn't know who she belonged to. I was sitting with my mom out on a picnic table one night, and we saw this dog, and it's beautiful, beautiful dog, and it looked like a Siberian Husky, and I didn't know it at the time, but that dog was Sapphire. And it turned out that I ended up in a situation where I ended up visiting one of my friends, which I can't name her name, sorry, but very good friend of mine. I've known for years and been a friend of mine's family for years and years. Yeah. And they had a lot of dogs there, a lot of animals there, that they really started getting to the point where they realized that they couldn't take care of all of them in the way that they needed to be taken care of, especially the ones that were high energy and high maintenance, like Sapphire. And so she said, I told them, probably about a week prior to any of this happening, I said, hey, when I found out that this was their dog, I said, if you guys ever want to get rid of Sapphire, don't take her to the pound, don't take her to the shelter or anything like that. I would be more than happy to take her. And so, probably, it's the strangest thing, about a month later, I'm wanting to say it was a month later, somewhere in there, maybe a month or two, month and a half, the daughter contacts me and says, hey, are you still interested in taking Sapphire? We've got too many animals here and we can't keep up with her, so we're wanting to get rid of her and rehome her. And at that point, and it was on Facebook Messenger, and at that point, I was immediately like, yes, I will take her, absolutely. So I go over there and I hang out for a while, and I keep coming over and hanging out for a couple days so the dog gets used to me, and there are other dogs like me, and Sapphire likes me, and I mean, it's one of those things where Sapphire doesn't really know me very well, but she's trusting, she's willing to kind of give me a chance. And eventually, long story short, I ended up taking her home, and one day, with a leash, a borrowed leash, because I didn't have one of my own, and she's been my baby girl, my little fur daughter, for 5 years now. She was already a year old at the time, but she's 5 years old. So she's been my little fur daughter for about 4 years, actually. So that was one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me. So whoever made that comment, even though we can't find the comment now, that would be, between the two of us. And the other thing is, I didn't want to make it about the YouTube channel because you guys are on the YouTube channel, obviously, and this video is on the YouTube channel. So it kind of felt superficial in that sense. I wanted it to be a little more personal. But
the reason why I said it that way...
His really is personal because...
I wasn't a part of this for a while, and
it's a big thing in his life, and I know, and it's a big thing in my life too. where
It is.
he was living 22 miles south of here in a different town, and we rarely ever saw each other.
Yeah.
So
It's
really,
like a 45-minute drive to get from where I live
something
to
like
here.
that. And
it was
I
horrible.
didn't
I
have a
like that.
reliable vehicle at the time either, and so it made it very difficult for us to see each other, even though we were actually the closest two of our family, the closest two brothers, and we were the closest as far as contact and as far as like actually being close, as, like family, brothers,
Yeah.
that get along and all that. So we
Yeah.
were trying to get together and make videos and hang out as much as possible, but it was a really rough deal because of time, schedules, that kind of stuff. Now, hell, we can walk across the street, or not even across the street, just right next
across
door,
the lot.
and
that's it.
our lots are right next to each other. We're in the same trailer park, and we're neighbors.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
it
I
is
mean-
very big. It's a very big thing. It's a very good thing. I'm appreciative for it myself. So, anyways, if you guys have any other questions and you want to ask us or have us answer or what have you, and it's appropriate, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below for us, and we'll make a video response, and we will go ahead and we'll answer your questions. And if you have any suggestions for videos or anything like that, let us know also, and we will catch you all in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like our content. If you like our content,
Like our content,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's not the alcohol. I'm pretty sure that's
I
just
don't
my
think we
brain
had
fart.
that much wine. Bro.
But guys, if you like our content, be sure to hit like on the videos that you do like, so that we know to make more of those videos. And if you like our channel and the in general content that we're producing, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can see more, because there will be more. And we're all over the place. We're random. We're completely random.
Yeah.
And this is just life. Be true to yourselves. So, we will catch you all in the next video, and leave us a comment down below.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.
Stay safe out there.
Definitely. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching.